I run a lot and I race a ton, so you have to find something that works, because I've actually DNF'd quite a few races because of chafing issues, and I had to really work on my lube strategy. So when I found her product, which is just some random guy was like, hey, you should check this out, and I checked it out and I was like, oh my god, this stuff's amazing. It's been like almost 6 years of running like this, so I wake up every morning and I feel like an 80-year-old man, and then once I start moving around and doing my routine, then I feel better. The real thing is that you just have to keep moving forward, and sometimes it's slower and sometimes it's not, but you definitely have to have that mental strength. When you're doing these races, like, you can feel really good and refreshed and like strong, but you're always going to get to that like mile 70, mile 80 in the race, and you're not going to feel strong. You got to know how to operate when you feel terrible. I think it's something I have to work on every single day, and it's something that goes away quite quickly if you don't work on it. And I have failed like a lot of times, and whenever I fail, I try to like go back and think about where I was mentally and physically and what caused me to fail. But that's where we want to be. That's why we signed up for the race, and you have to remind yourself that when you're in that moment. It's that mental flip of taking a negative and turning it into a positive. You just have to remind yourself that, like, even in the most terrible moments, it could still be worse. So, push past it and enjoy the process. And then in the end, you'll look back, and those terrible moments are always the moments that you love the most. You remember the time at like mile 80 when you're puking and you're still moving forward. Those are the moments that will make the memories, not the moments when you felt great and everything was flow state and all that. We chose to do the hard thing. So smile, or you're doing it wrong.